Друзья мои, приветствую вас снова. Как и говорил у нас Шерлок Холмс, продолжаем. Мы вчера остановились на очень интересном моменте. Мы остановились с вами на моменте, когда произошла катастрофа. Там куча тел разбросала всех по частям. Короче, продолжаем.
Holmes, don't just stand there. Do something.
В смысле?
Please move to a safer area, sir.
I would have died if not for you. Don't worry, I'm okay.
There are no wounds or injuries.
I'd better call for Watson.
I see no visible injuries. Perhaps I could use ammonia.
Oh, my head. Oh, my shoulder.
I'd better call for Watson.
Perhaps Holmes. There must be a way to save
В
this.
смысле Холмс? А где Холмс?
Here, over here.
My name is Dr. Watson. Let me examine.
It hurts.
There's some extreme bruising. No bones appear to be broken. I think that an improvised bandage will do for now. One moment, and I'll fetch what I need. Now, let me apply the band. I need something else. I need something else besides the rope.
Thank you, Doctor. Help!
Perhaps Holmes will find a way to free this pawn there.
Thank
Ну, двое умерли. Я не понимаю пока, что делать.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, shoulder. Please, help!
I'm a doctor.
Ouch!
О, как влитой, сука.
Thank you for your help.
Где тут еще один? Вот он.
Thank
Так, двоих убили, 7 спасли. Ну, в целом неплохо, я бы сказал. Ну, относительно неплохо.
Holmes, it appears the police have arrested someone. Perhaps it is the person responsible for this disaster.
Oh, what a mess. Let me go. You're talking nonsense.
Insulting a police constable, eh? That's quite enough.
What's happening here, Constable?
Mr. Holmes, this gentleman here is the fellow who built the scaffolding which collapsed and caused this accident.
That ain't true.
How were you hurt?
This hammer hit me on the leg.
How?
It flew out from the scaffolding I put up. When the damn thing collapsed, the hammer flew out and cost me
You were
leg.
standing over there at the time.
Oh, aye. Yeah, that's right.
So it would not have been possible for him to bring the scaffolding down, Constable.
Perhaps it was poorly constructed.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. And what made it fall? Perhaps it was you, waving around that rotten stick of yours.
You'll wind up getting a taste of it if you carry on like this.
One moment, Constable. The scaffolding here has been entirely dislodged. It is unlikely that this disaster could have been the fault of this gentleman. Allow me to inspect the area. And if you could possibly be of use, close off the surrounding section. Do not grant anyone access, nor allow them to leave. Is that quite clear?
Absolutely, Mr. Holmes.
This accident is a little unusual. I need to concentrate on the details.
I must include all the participants in the accident sequence.
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
My poor leg.
А, мы тебя как раз таки и вылечили.
Mr. Holmes?
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
Какой шок, сука.
An old sprung cart, which has seen better days. A puddle of water and electricity. A deadly combination. The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity. That's it. This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident. This mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it.
А. Что? Ах, вот как это было. Понятно, деактивировать.
That's it. Good day to you, sir. Would you mind answering some questions? I'm investigating this accident. Are you the driver of this cart?
Yeah. I was transporting vegetables from my farm to the London market.
What can you tell me about the accident?
I don't know. There was a collision, I felt the ground, I come over all dizzy.
What did you collide with?
That contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden and I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough.
Do you have any idea what might have caused this cab to stop so sharply?
No, no idea.
The pumpkins fell here after the sprung cart collided. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
This cab was set on fire by the explosion at the lamp shop. Celebratory bunting. A common phaeton. An uncommon location. A dead driver. Another victim of the explosion. Celebratory bunting. This horse was blinded by the flag, causing it to bolt into the window. The overturned lamps may well have caused the fire and explosion. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
Забавный челик.
Those wardrobes fell like dominoes.
This is an absolute disaster.
My poor leg.
The rope holding the bunting was torn apart. A large section of it is now missing. The axe was catapulted by the scaffold and it landed here.
This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall.
I believe I've enough information about this accident. Now let's recreate the sequence of events.
Восстановите порядок событий, чтобы определить причину катастрофы. Какое прошлое? Настоящее. А, понятно. Сука, чё, реально выйти уже нельзя? А. Почему я не могу выйти посмотреть, еще раз пообщаться с ними? Это реально напрягает. Просто я не понимаю, вот так это будет? Блять.
That's it. The technical cab's sudden halt caused this disaster, but the lamppost fell down afterwards. So why did the cab stop?
А, ништяк, красавчик, я сейчас здесь все расписал. Нам нужен кэб, да? Кэб.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion, and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
This man was killed by electricity, as shown by the distinct mark on his hand. A tattoo. I suspect it's from a gang.
Пистолет.
This man was armed with a revolver. Webley, I suspect.
Я что, что-то пропустил здесь?
There's a metal strapping. This crank has been turned. Some kind of solvent. Some kind of solvent. A piece of fabric drenched in solvent. Rasco. Yes, I know him. He's a small-time local criminal. Some kind... A piece of fabric drenched in solvent. Mud. Oof, smells bad. A pneumatic hammer. There is some text underneath the paint here. This cab was painted recently. Could be important. I'll need to find a way to remove this fresh paint.
Да, я уже знаю, не переживай.
Underground Electric Railways Company of London. There is some electrical wiring here beneath the manhole.
Не понял. Ну ни хрена себе. Не до хрена ли у меня столько отмычек появилось в один прекрасный момент? Чё? Ладно, в процессе разберемся.
I've not seen such a device before.
Угу. Ага, переключил ток, да, с одной на другую. Да. Здесь 4.
The electrical charge which affected the technical cab came from here.
Дым над водой. Женщинам теперь позволено курить на публике. Так определил суд. Сегодня судья Адкокс постановил, не является более преступлением женское курение в общественных местах, по крайней мере в Лондоне. Затем он освободил от ответственности Мэри Тоусон, Энди Кастер и Эльзи Уоткин, 3 леди, которые были арестованы за курение на Трафальгарской площади. Ты кого-то хотел призвать к ответственности такой акцией?
An open bottle of cheap wine. A single glass containing traces of alcohol. I can see the technical cab very well from here.
Интересно, а кто же был тогда целью?
Holmes, I was looking for you. I have an idea about the accident.
Never mind. This one is murder.
What?
What?
You? You're the murderer,
You're
eh?
off your head.
Are you sure, Holmes?
Oh yes, a murder and an accident, because the killer, by electrocuting the cab, created this chaos. And so this multiple crash is now our great chance.
Our great chance? Of what, Holmes?
The culprit could not have planned for this to happen, don't you see? And it is possible that he is still here due to the prompt arrival of the police. Now I see 5 men who could be our murderer. Let us take a look at the map.
Где здесь борзый хер такой стоял? Не, это тоже навряд ли. Так, стопэ. Кто из них кто? Я ж так понять-то не могу. А, этот врезался в шкафы. Этот понятно. Этот борзый. Этот там нервничать стоит. А этот как раз-таки слесарь. А, все-таки могу поменять, понял. Давай мы его сделаем подозреваемым, а вот этот... Допустим.
That's it.
Constable, I suspect 3 people here. Take them to Scotland Yard for questioning.
As long as I don't leave empty-handed, all's good and well.
I know that look, Holmes. Have you found something new?
That's right. In order to trap the cab, the killer must have known the precise route it would take. Or even, that could suggest the cab must have set out not far from here, in this very street, perhaps.
Remarkable. Holmes, I'm terribly sorry, but I must go to the hospital now to help tend to the wounded.
I understand, Watson.
But don't forget our earlier discussion. About Kate.
Мне все-таки реально интересно, кого пытались убить.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, we have a slight problem.
What happened?
One of the suspects, Mr. Reginald Butcher, has escaped. It was after we asked him to put his belongings in the evidence room. I'm sorry.
How did he escape?
He hit me in the face. Took me by surprise, you know, otherwise I...
Of course. That's all?
Just before he left the yard, he shouted, "Sorry, I'll come back later."
Sorry, I'll come back later.
He could have said that without punching me.
Is Inspector Lestrade here?
No, he will be absent for a couple of days. Can we keep this incident between us?
Холмс красавчик.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Пойдем трупы осмотрим, потом вещи. А что, трупов нет, да? Понятно. Это, видимо, бандиты.
Belongings of the victims, Rasco and his acolyte. A normal pocket knife. A standard deck of playing cards. Rasco is fond of licorice. Huh. Rasco is fond of licorice. Huh. A Webley revolver. A police report about Rasco. He's only a minor criminal.
Маурицио Альфредо Винсенте, также известен как Раско, лидер небольшой местной банды, члены которой используют в качестве знака отличия татуировку в виде собаки. На счету банды преступления насильственного характера, грабежи, карманные кражи и прочее.
A book. Karl Heinzen's 1848 Der Mord, with a bookmark. This terrible passage is apparently appreciated by Garrett.
Если вам потребуется взорвать половину континента и утопить его в крови, чтобы уничтожить партию варваров, вы не должны терзаться ни сомнениями, ни совестью. Тот, кто не смог бы с восторгом пожертвовать собственной жизнью ради уничтожения миллионов варваров, не является истинным республиканцем. Поддерживаю. Какая прозорливость.
Electrical wires.
Уважаемый мистер Гарретт, мы обязаны сообщить вам, что несмотря на конфискацию вашего имущества, вы остались должны крупную сумму. Рекомендую вам связаться с нашим клиентским отделом как можно скорее. В противном случае мы будем вынуждены привлечь полицию. Мистер Стюарт, финансовый управляющий Банк Англии.
Thick leather gloves. They're probably insulated.
Бенджамин, сын мой, буду очень признательна, если ты присоединишься ко мне и поможешь провести следующий благотворительный обед, запланированный на воскресенье после службы. Твоя доброта всегда радует меня, и я знаю, что могу на тебя положиться. Я понимаю, как в грехе началась твоя жизнь. Ты чувствовал себя брошенным и одиноким в этом мире. И как ты ступил на криминальную тропу, но ты нашел в себе силы, чтобы измениться. Ты стал хорошим человеком. Господь наш будет милостив к тебе. Я всегда рад видеть тебя в нашей церкви, сын мой. Благослови тебя Господь, пастор Гордон. Ха-ха, Гордон.
Whiskey. Of poor quality. My life has changed thanks to Pastor Gordon and my faith. Murad, quite a popular brand of cigarette.
Не дохера ли, кстати, улик? Здесь 3 человека всего лишь. Уважаемый мистер Батчер, ваше повторяющееся отсутствие на работе и невыполнение ожидаемой нагрузки более недопустимы. Вы ответственны за ряд серьезных ошибок, исправлять которые пришлось вашим коллегам. Мы сожалеем по поводу сложившегося положения дел, поскольку вы всегда были образцовым сотрудником. Мы понимаем сложность вашей жизненной ситуации, однако если вы не сумеете изменить ваше поведение в ближайшее время, мы будем вынуждены вас уволить. Администрация компании «Подземные электрические пути», Лондон.
Reginald Butcher had problems with his job. This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new. The initials MB.
Мистер Батчер, у нас есть отличные новости. Пожалуйста, зайдите в нашу клинику как можно скорее, чтобы вы смогли их обсудить. Мы. По скрипту. Ее состояние стабильно. Доктор Мэтью Смит. Больница Great Ormond Street, Лондон.
This letter from yesterday perhaps explains why Butcher was in such a hurry. At any rate, I now have an exact address. Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets. Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation.
I'm Benjamin Fowler, and I was arrested by mistake. I swear it.
You have not been arrested, Mr. Fowler. You are here as a witness.
Oh, but I saw nothing. I swear. Let me go.
Could you tell me what you were doing at the scene of the accident?
I was working on the square's statue. I work for the council. I swear it.
Do you ever work with electricity?
Yes, sometimes. I repair electric lampposts, but I'm not a specialist. I swear it. It's new, isn't it? And complex and dangerous.
I understand.
Mr. Holmes, I know you're a great detective and you understand me, so please let me go. I know nothing, I swear.
Yes, you swear it, I know. Mr. Fowler, does the name Rasco ring any bells with you?
First time I ever heard it, I swear.
But your tattoo resembles his. You are in his gang, are you not?
No. It was a long time ago. I already forgot. I swear it. I just picked a few pockets for him when I was a young fellow. But I ain't proud of what I did. All my family, my parents, my brothers, dogs and cats all died when I was a lad. I wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Thomas Garrett.
Why am I here?
You are a witness to murder.
Of course. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that the police jailed an innocent man in order to close a case.
No one has been charged yet.
Yet.
Did you perhaps see anything in particular during or after this disaster?
Yes, I saw part of your bourgeoisie burn up and explode. It was spectacular.
Why did you remain in the square? Why not seek shelter?
Like the rest of the sheep, there were some wounded comrades, workers. I wanted to help them.
You have a severe cough. Are you suffering?
It's only a cold.
Why not be honest with me? You are spitting up black fluid.
Ah, well observed. Yes, I have enough coal dust in my lungs to fuel an entire London district.
You were a miner then?
Since the age of 13, yes. At the Newcastle mines. 15 years of hell. Those were bloody times. But now it's over. I don't want to die in those holes like my father and my brothers did, in order to line the pockets of the rich.
Do you have any electrical knowledge?
How do you know about that? You a mind reader?
There are electrical wires amongst your belongings.
Clever. Yes. I teach electrics to my comrades, since I'm currently without paid work. I'm self-taught, so we're not as dumb as you might think. And I don't want to work for bosses anyway.
Привет, Hello, привет. А, третий подозреваемый у нас сбежал, да? Падла. А, да, я не всех опросил, все правильно, потому что один из них сбежал. Так, что-то я сегодня совсем туплю. Так, ладно. Потом.
I'm apparently in the children's ward.
Дочка, что ли?
Merrill Butcher. Mr. Butcher's wife. Mr. Butcher's wife. A young woman lost her life.
Мистер Батчер, подтверждаю, что мы готовы предоставить вашей дочери услуги нашего госпиталя. На вас ляжет ответственность за ее транспортировку к нам, разумеется, со всеми мерами предосторожности из-за ее болезненного состояния. Помимо этого, вы должны будете оплатить все расходы по проживанию и лечению. В этом письме мы не можем назвать вам итоговую сумму, поскольку она зависит от состояния здоровья вашей дочери. Но предупреждаем вас, что потребуются серьезные затраты. Доктор К.О. Медин, Каролинский университетский госпиталь Стокгольма.
Admission file at Karolinska University Hospital in Stockholm. Mr. Reginald Butcher, I've come from Scotland Yard. Might we talk?
All right, but not too loudly. She's finally asleep.
Is she your daughter?
Our pretty little Merrill. She's very ill. Now look, I'm sorry I ran, but I had to see Dr. Blowberry today and the policeman wouldn't listen.
Don't worry, I understand now. Can she be cured?
It'll take a long time, but I'm confident that we'll win this fight. I can't bear to think otherwise.
Yes, probably just a question of money.
What are you talking about? It's a question of willpower, and my daughter will win.
I do hope so. Although the treatment at the Karolinska University Hospital is very expensive.
Yeah, it's our only hope. Thanks to the good Dr. Blowberry, she finally has a bed. We're going out next week. It's our last chance. Do you have children?
Yes, I have a daughter too.
We'd sacrifice our lives for our children, would we not?
Yes. Of course, yes. What do you do for a living, Mr. Butcher?
I work at the office of the Underground Electric Railways Company.
Then you must be familiar with electrical devices.
I am indeed. Why do you ask?
It is of no consequence, but tell me, what are the reasons behind the problems you're experiencing at work?
Problems? What do you mean?
You have already received a written warning.
Yes. I'm often late to work. My boss doesn't understand my situation. It's difficult since my daughter became ill.
I see. Coincidentally, we found one of your company's cabs in the square where the accident occurred.
Really? Why was it there?
I have no idea. Do you?
No. But a week ago we had a technical cab stolen, along with its tools. Do you think that could be the one?
It's possible.
Shh. Meryl's asleep. Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
It's a mistake, I swear.
Condemn me to death. That's your job, after all.
Mud. Oof, smells bad. There was a collision here. The lock was forced.
Змеиные гнезда и заговор. В районе Сен-Виктор во время сноса старого здания было обнаружено змеиное гнездо, кишащее сотнями извивающихся рептилий. Эти змеи завелись на дне колодца до того, как его осушили. В центре змеиного гнезда нашли скелет ребенка, чье падение в колодец оказалось роковым. Удивительно, но рука скелета сжимала красный кожаный портфель, практически разложившийся, за исключением полосы бумаги с четкой надписью: «Не смейте раскрывать заговор». Послание? Ребенка убили, чтобы кому-то оставить послание?
A trail of mud goes through the entire room.
О, Господи.
There's no space for this lockpick.
Сука,
A
мастер-домушник.
workshop. Saleable items are produced here. Mud. Oof, smells bad. It looks as though the carpet was placed here intentionally. An old access point to the sewers. An old access point to the sewers.
Так, не могу понять, что, максимум? Ну, давай попробуем. Ай, лошара. Не, Шерлок меня радует, конечно. Такой вообще ничего не боится. Ни грязной работы, ни в канализацию нырнуть. Бля, не понимаю.
A pneumatic drill, the same as the one that we found in the tent.
То есть, сука, а по-другому тебе не прыгалось, да?
Whoa. Metal powder. Looks like aluminium. A red powder. Given the circumstances, most probably iron oxide. Or just rust. Magnesium strips. The iron wall of the vault has been melted through. Still warm. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. An old map of the sewers with a red cross. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. This vault belongs to the Bank of England. A banco. Dry, so it hasn't been here very long. All of the licorice has been eaten. The licorice was found both at the sewers and amongst rascals' belongings. These barrels are empty and unsealed. Murad, quite a popular brand of cigarette. This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. The tobacco's aroma is still strong. It's sweet and nutty. Metal rings. They're used to hold the barrel in one piece. The thieves used these barrels for the loot, which they then threw into the water. I need to warn Lestrade about this.
Locked. Hey, mister! Let me out!
The proletariat would...
I'm apparently in the children's ward.
We've discussed everything, I think. And I have to watch my daughter.
Ладно, попробуем поэкспериментировать, потому что меня немного начинает напрягать вот это. Пускай это будет он. Он убийца.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Butcher, say goodbye to your daughter. We are arresting you for robbery and murder.
What? You can't do that. What'll happen to my girl?
You should have thought about that.
You monster. Even if it were true, what would a bank's money be worth against the life of a child? I love you, Meryl.
Murder is never proof of love. Now please, come with us.
Так, в целом меня устраивает его реакция, потому что я не очень верю вот этому дядьке. Либо они все заодно, либо...
Thomas Garrett, we are arresting you for the double murder of Rasco and his accomplice in addition to the bank robbery.
Bravo! Case closed. Exactly what the bourgeoisie in power expects from you. Don't bother to look any further.
Well, if you have a solid alibi, I should like to hear it.
What for? Small people such as us are eternal victims of a corrupted justice. Do your duty then, lackey.
Да, это не он. Обвиним последнего. Все-таки, мне кажется, мой первый выбор был правильным. Это именно...
Mr. Fowler, you assisted Rasco in robbing the bank, and then you killed him to keep the money for yourself. You are under arrest.
What? But it's not true. I never killed anyone. I swear it.
Ну да, как я и думал. Единственное, что только я хочу посмотреть реакцию, когда мы оправдаем Кучера.
Mr. Butcher,
Shh. She's finally asleep. I knew you'd
you
return.
should go to Stockholm with your daughter. You will save her. I've made my decision. Leave now.
You understand? I was forced to do all this.
Perhaps you were.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye.
70 человек сделали такой же моральный выбор. Ребят, блядь, что с вашим моральным компасом? Он убил 2 человек намеренно. Он покалечил еще кучу человек. Уничтожил имущество херово туча людей. Так что пошел бы ты в жопу.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Butcher, say goodbye to your daughter. We are arresting you for robbery and murder.
What? You can't do that. What'll happen to my girl?
You should have thought about that.
You monster. Even if it were true, what would a bank's money be worth against the life of a child? I love you, Meryl.
Murder is never proof of love. Now please, come with us.
Да, вот этот моральный выбор меня устраивает. Принять версию. Стоп. Для личных целей оправдывать быть не может. Он должен был найти другое решение своей проблемы. Он служил тюремный срок. Поехали. Да.
Holmes, at last you're back. We can't find Kate.
What?
She went for her lesson, but the teacher says that Kate never arrived.
Mrs. Hudson?
She's gone out to ask around the neighborhood.
Друзья мои, мы на этом закончим. Мы выяснили, кто был убийца. Я оказался я оказался, как всегда, прав. Так, для успокоения проверил остальные версии, но я так и думал, что убийца именно он. Вот. Следующий стрим будет завтра вечером, но это будет уже PUBG. Поэтому, кому интересно, приходите, смотрите, общайтесь. Все, друзья мои. Всем пока.